We want to take you now to more on the year anniversary. It's almost the year anniversary. I believe it hits Thursday, the 24th, of Russia's invasion into Ukraine.
And we want to bring in our Rachel Knapp from our D.C. area, or from the D.C. area, our correspondent down that way. Rachel, you've spent some time over that way covering this story for several months now.
Oh, that is correct. So we actually did two trips. The first was to Poland. The second one was into Ukraine. And Amanda Kerr, I have to say that we are the only local American journalists to do this. So it was a really big deal, not only for our, Erie community, but, for us as journalists as well. And, kind of hit the ground running both times. The first was right after the war started. We went to Poland. We went right to the Ukrainian border. We met with Ukrainian refugees there. They were sharing their experiences. And then, the second time around, we went inside Ukraine, and that was it was a hard experience there. You could just feel the hardships that many of these people were going through. They had to deal without electricity and power, meaning no heating, no internet, all of that, especially during those those cold winter months. So those two experiences definitely were a lot for us.
Have some connections with some of the folks that you spoke with while you were visiting that area. As this nears the one-year anniversary, they have to be wearing down from all of this.
Yeah, that is correct. So we have a huge, connection to Ukraine, especially in the Erie and in the northwest New York area. There's a lot of Ukrainian people who live in the area, and so a lot of local companies have done a lot to support Ukraine and Ukraine's effort to push back the Russian advances, and that's by sending in humanitarian effort, and that's by just kind of going over there to do volunteer work. So there's been a lot that we've seen from locally. We know that Erie's Logistics Plus, they've been a huge company in shipping a lot of these large cargo shipments over to Poland, which then hopefully will get into Ukraine, and so we've seen a lot of it. It's I think the biggest takeaway that we've gotten from these trips is just how resilient a lot of these people are in Ukraine. They are you could just tell how tired they are. I mean, just imagine that. They're just trying to live their normal daily lives, but an air alarm system can go off any second, any minute, stopping what they have to do. They have to go hide in a shelter for sometimes hours on end. And, there's no safe place in Ukraine. When we went, it was just hours after a full-out missile strike that hit all these cities, including Lviv, where we went to. And it's, that it's very scary. And so it's not like you can just go to a place and it's going to be fine. The threat is real. The threat is still there. And, we were really lucky when we were there that we didn't have to experience, going into a bomb shelter like most of these Ukrainian people have to do. But the reality is war it's very tough for them, and it's hard on everyone.
And we've really appreciated your coverage over the past year, and look forward to more of it, unfortunately, as this war continues to rage on there. But our Rachel Knapp joining us live today from Washington, D.C. Rachel, thanks.